everything is energy, everything is frequency, and everything carries information from your phone to your food to what you buy from the supermarket. Everything in this world is actually energy. And you might know this, but stick with me today for a deeper look into this topic. Welcome if you're the first time here. I'm Anka Lavinia, and I am a truth speaker above everything else. I've been on the path of awakening and self-awakening and remembering for more than 14 years, helping and supporting women to empowerment, sovereignty, liberation, to live their life connected to their heart and aligned with their soul under God's guidance. I am passionate about everything energy and everything that is deep below the surface. So today I was inspired to record this video after a talk that I actually had with my husband, and it was a talk about how everything is informed with specific energy. For example, a book that you receive as a gift or that you even buy from someone or somewhere has a specific energy. Not only the energy that the author infuses, but also the unconscious energy that the book is informed with. And now I will go even deeper into this and let you know that if the person itself, herself or himself, has parasitic entities attached, if they have demonic entities attached, if they are portals through which fallen entities work, then it is very possible that the specific, for example, gift that you receive is also informed with specific programming, and in some cases with attached entities that come into your house with witchcraft or magic or spells. For some people, this is just woo-woo information, but in actuality, in fact, spells and magic are more easily done using objects. And not to burst your bubble, but the majority of stuff that we buy, I'm thinking, for example, the big chains that sell specific sodas. I will not name names, the most consumed soda in the world, the brown one, or the specific fast food chains that are very, very known, and everybody from the line in there, they are specifically infused with inverted dark programming of addiction, and not only addiction, other stuff too. So I don't want to derail from the subject. I just want to open a door for more conscious awareness and conscious living. And one thing that I always say is, remember, everything is energy. When, for example, you eat food in a restaurant, in a place, someone's home, it doesn't matter, that food carries their imprint. If the food is made while they are, for example, angry, while they think at bills they have to pay, while they maybe even curse someone and stir the pot, that frequency ends up in your own body. When you cook food with blessing infused in it, with joy infused in it, with love infused in it, even with neutrality, that food is healing food, it's high frequency food. And that's why maybe someone in your home, your family can tell you, wow, this is so good, I can get enough of it. I know that my husband tells me that all the time. And it is because I cook my food blessing it and in peace and neutral or joyful or in a good mood, having the state of mind of cooking the food and not doing it because I have to, not doing it while I'm upset, not doing that while I'm in a bad mood, because I know my energy will be imbued in the food. But this is like the general thing, and that happens, and there's that specific stuff that's going on that's not so pleasant that I mentioned at the beginning, where specific objects can be used to obtain access into your field. This is how spells are created. This is how portals are opened. This is how attachments also are existent. For example, I have had 2 friendships in the past with people that turned out to be narcissistic, and there's a lot of details here that I'm not going to go into, but at some point what I had a light bulb moment about was, oh my god, there's a lot of objects in my home from that person, from this person. And one of these person, for example, she used to buy my energy, my attention, my favor, to manipulate me with these objects, with these presents, all the time, so that she could get my advice, my energy again, my presence, me being her therapist without actually paying me. And when I realized, oh my god, her energy, her intention is all over my home, is impregnated everywhere. And note, if she was carrying, for example, demonic entities, those can also be attached to the objects that are now in my home. Or there are people that unconsciously do magic, because the demonic entities, the fallen entities, actually use the people and the object as portals, as hooks, to get into your energy field, to get into your home. So I collected all those objects, no matter how much I liked them, and I took them out and I burnt them, and I cleared my field, and I did all kinds of stuff that I know how to do, clearing my energy, closing the portals, taking back what was mine, and closing that relationship, clearing those attachments. So a simple cut cording ritual is not enough most of the cases. And I'm not saying all of this to make you fearful or to have you live in this other extreme of, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, everything is bad, everything is low frequency, I have to pay attention to everything, going into paranoia. I'm simply letting you in a more aware and conscious and maybe expanded way of living, being aware that everything carries information. Even your phone is an object that needs to be cleared, if not every day, every few days, because through your phone you access platforms like social media platforms that are imbued with low frequency, with egregores that are dark, of fear, of comparison, of everything that's going on in the world. Put together all the people that access that specific platform that come with their own fears and with their own wounds, with their own entities, with their own shit going on. And imagine what type of energy is accessed and then infused within your phone and then within your specific energy field. Every time you go somewhere, you enter an energy field. You access or you're hooked into a specific egregore or energetic architecture, for example, in a mall. And I guess you're not as naive if you're following my channel in this video to believe that malls or arenas or stores or Hollywood or movies are just that, because they're not. To believe that the specific international huge companies that I was mentioning before, the soda, the fast food chains, a lot of the food are just that. They're not just that. They are programmed with specific algorithms, energetic strings, architecture that is designed to do something in the energy field of the consumer mostly is dependency. You become dependent, addicted to that specific drink, beverage, place. You become addicted in such a manner that you don't even ask yourself, why am I eating this all the time? Or why am I drinking this all the time? Why is this so hard to quit? And there's also other things going on there that are not relevant for our discussion right now. So every time, for example, that I buy something, even the food that I buy from like big stores, when I come home, I clear the specific food. I clear everything that I buy because I'm aware how many people, for example, touch that food. I'm aware of the companies that produce that specific food, and let's be real, I can't always buy from local sources. There's stuff that I buy that are from like big companies, and I know that those carry frequencies that I don't want in my field, that I don't want in my home, that I don't want in my body. So a simple clearing when you get home of everything that you buy, or a simple clearing while, for example, you're in the car and you're buying something from the gas station, or a simple clearing of your phone every now and then, is basic energetic hygiene, the same way that you clear your body, your energy field before going to sleep. Paying more attention to who you spend time with, what types of things you receive from people, who you give your energy to, for example, your time, your focus, those are important things for your well-being, for keeping your field clear. Even, for example, that my situations, common situations that I encountered in my life are, for example, going to people that at their homes, visiting their homes, and having, for example, to eat their food. And there are instances where I feel either the low vibration of the person herself or himself, or I feel deeper than that there is some dark entities attached to that home, to that food, to that specific, environment maybe, and I need to clear. I can do that in my mind, inwardly. I don't need to do a big ritual for that. Or I don't eat the food. It happened that I went into a restaurant that I used to love. This was years ago. And suddenly, after taking like 2 bites, I started feeling like knives in my stomach area. Literal knives and pain in my stomach area. After I did a quick clearing, that stopped. I never went to the restaurant again. I never ate that food again. As you raise your frequency, you raise your awareness. As you raise your awareness and your level of consciousness, you become more and more aware, even though I repeat myself, of how everything functions in this world and how everything is carrying a certain type of vibration, of information. And the most like insidious thing that happens is that there are a lot of people, as I said before, that are used as puppets, as portals by dark entities, by demonic entities, and they're not even aware of the spells, of the magic, of the programming, of the hooks that are cast through them. And this is the case for a lot of spiritual people, a lot of spiritual teachers, a lot of spiritual gurus, for example. And for example, their books, their merchandise, their offers, those can be portals and hooks into your energy field that siphon and harvest and feed on your energy. And if you find yourself becoming addicted to that person, to that guru, to that method, or that something begins to feel off after you get in contact with that person, with their method, with their offering, with their book, pay attention to that nag. Pay attention to that signal. There's a lot of people, and I've had clients in the past coming to me, oh my God, their energetic field was a mess after going to different gurus and shamans and practitioners that were not aware. They were not aware about the energetics. They were not doing anything consciously. They were just being used. And this is what happens where there is not energetic awareness, where there's not sometimes integrity, where there's not a high level of consciousness that is embodied. This is what happens when preachers just preach. They just talk instead of embody. They just pass information on instead of living. So this is, again, not to scare anyone. This is not to plant seeds of panic. This is just to become aware, more aware of how you live your life and how you are a powerful being and capable of clearing anything, of dealing with anything. And when you feel like you don't know, you're not capable, just call in God, call in Jesus, Mother Mary, your angels. Just call in divinity, your higher self, to support you clear that specific thing. It was more than once where I had to do serious clearing ceremonies after getting in contact with specific people, after getting in contact with specific books, methods, offers, after being in specific groups. Recently, even last year, I joined a group. There was a business coach, let's say, and from the beginning I felt an ick, but I overwrote that because I was interested in what she had to say. That specific topic was appealing to me. So I overwrote my intuition and I went into the group, and 2 days in, everything started to be like red flag after red flag after red flag. I was just not comfortable with the way she was phrasing things, the way she was talking about things, the way that she was behaving, the energy that she was emanating every time. So I decided I'm out. I don't care if everybody else is hyped. I don't care if she's well known. I don't care if everybody praises her. I'm out. This is dark stuff going on. And I know she's not aware of it. I'm not blaming anyone. But this is the thing. That's why I'm making these types of videos and I'm offering this type of information. Even in writing. This one was easier to record, to speak about than write. Because we live in this world that is literally effed up. Inversion after inversion, reversals after reversals. We know who leads the world. We know stuff that is going on. So if we know that, let that be a signal and a message and information for our life. Let that help us choose differently, act differently, be more aware and embodied in our own day-to-day life. Knowing stuff and ignoring it will not do anything, will not change anything. And yes, there are entities and demons and aliens and fallen dark beings that are just present everywhere, that are targeting specific people, specific missions. This is the truth. This is the reality, like it or not. And it is nothing to be paranoid about or scared of. It is just, okay, how do I get more empowered, more aligned with my own power and light, more connected with God, living more in my center, in my heart, in integrity, in truth, and simply be aware. And have tools that I use all the time, clearings that I do all the time, unhooking, disconnecting all the time. If this is a subject that is of interest for you, and if this is something that you feel that you encountered in your life and you want to know more about, leave me a comment below. And in the same time, I just want to let you know that I do have this session that is opening a few spots just here and there. It is not a constant offer. So for now, I have a few spots open for the in-depth energetic clearing session where I connect your energy field on Zoom, opening a safe space, calling God in, and clearing whatever comes up for you at that specific moment in time to be cleared. If that's of interest for you as well, you can leave me a comment and I'll get back to you with the details, or just connect with me on the links below in the description. I'm receiving your questions if you have questions, and also please keep your comments civil. And if you do not resonate, move on. No offense taken. This is the information that will reach the people that need this information now. So thank you for being here. Blessings to you, and a lot of wisdom and discernment is what I wish for you and for everybody while we navigate this ride on earth and this extreme powerful change and shift that is going on with humanity during these times. Till next time, stay safe.